Hi, this is Mike and welcome to my YouTube channel, backyardpioneer.com. This is a companion channel to my regular blog and website, backyardpioneer.com. Over there I do a lot of gardening, cooking, a little bit of amateur gunsmithing, some gear reviews, knife reviews, a little bit of indulging in my hobbies. Today I want to talk about the concept of EDC. This is stuff I carry in my pockets. As you can see here, I have the Spyderco Endura. This is the full flat ground model. This is, I believe, a good basis to build an EDC kit around. It's a great knife, light in the pocket, easy to carry, flicks open nicely. You're getting a premium blade steel with the VG10, cuts well, sharpens easily. And I have to admit, this is a sharp looking knife. As you can see, the gripping on this stays in your hand nicely. You have a little bit of gripping there for your thumb to rest on. Nothing that's going to rip you up too much. This one sees a lot of carry. As you can see, I'm getting some wear on the pocket clip here. The main difference between this and the regular Endura 4, that's the FFG. This is your regular Endura 4 here. This one's seen a lot of use, as you can see. Look at that pocket clip. I carry every knife I endorse here, and I can definitely endorse the Endura 4s. The main difference is, as you can see, this one has a saber grind to it, which means the main bevel on the knife only comes part way up. This adds a lot more strength to the blade, but you do ultimately give up a little bit of cutting power to the full flat ground version, which goes all the way up. These are pretty much alternate in my pocket. I do believe that the regular Endura with the saber grind is a little bit tougher, and I don't like to pry too much with my knives. We'll get into that in a few minutes. So you can't go wrong with either of those. Like I said, the FFG is a little bit lighter in your pocket. So it really depends which one you're in the mood for. I do like the gray. I think it's not as scary as the tactical black, and everything doesn't have to be cool guy black. So I like to mix it up a little bit with some colors and stuff like that. So like I said, the first phase of my everyday carry is the Spyderco. I do alternate with a couple of different knives. I have a Manix 2, Manix 2 XL, and you know, knives are kind of a little bit of an addiction of mine and a hobby. Next up, we go with a good multi-tool. Right now, I'm rocking the Leatherman Juice S2. I really like this one. I just got it for Christmas, so I've only been carrying it in my pocket for 2-3 weeks. You can check out a full review of this on my website, backyardpioneer.com. I just did it recently, and I can wholeheartedly endorse this one. It's smaller, fits in your pocket, that tiny little pocket on the side that they probably knew what to do with 100 years ago. Well, this fits in there perfectly. It's got the pliers, the regular wire cutters, and if you look, there's a tiny little notch in there. That's your hard wire cutters. One thing I do like about the newer Leatherman, and I know this one's been out almost a decade, but it's new to me, is the fact that the knife is on the outside, opening, opening outward, giving you easy access to it. No more opening up and fumbling around inside. And some of the other newer models actually have one-handed opening. It's got a combination bottle can opener. I use this to open up a couple of frosty microbrews, and I also use the can opener. It actually works. You don't see that on a lot of tools. The only thing I really didn't care for in this was the scissors. I don't know if it's mine. They're adequate. I know multi-tool, everything's a compromise anyway. It's so small. But mine, the spring just doesn't seem to come back all the way. I don't know if it's a quality control issue. Usually you don't have that problem with Leatherman. I've got several of them. This is the first one I've ever had an issue with that. Like, I'm hoping it loosens up a little bit, and we'll see where it goes. When you open up this bad boy, as you can see, we have the pliers and the wire strippers and cutters. On one side it has Phillips head. Nice size, looks like a P2 size. Fits everything quite nicely. There's also a little lanyard loop in there for those who want to put a lanyard on it. Just like I said, I put mine in that little pocket, and that's where it rides. And over here you have your various flathead screwdrivers, a couple different sizes there. Folds up nice. It's a sharp looking piece of kit. I love that anodized orange. I'm almost ashamed to get this one in a scratched up can in my pocket. It's almost too pretty to carry. But then again, nothing should be too pretty to carry. Also, I like to carry a light with me. You never know, I work for the phone company, so sometimes we're working in manholes or basements. A light is a nice little thing to have on you, and you'd be surprised when you start carrying one how much you do use it. Currently, I'm working the Streamlight Stylus Pro. This was also a gift for Christmas, along with the Leatherman Juice, and I'm really liking this. I've been fascinated with Surefires for a while, and while I do carry them on occasion, the Streamlight for $19, the big thing about the Surefires is that big buy-in, and I'm always worried about breaking or losing one. But with the Streamlight, I believe you're getting a lot of quality in a small package Plus, you don't have to step up to those 123A 3-volt batteries. This runs on regular AA's and throws a really nice bright light, as you can see. And it doesn't take up much more space than a pen. Moving on a little bit, get to my keys. Say, Mike, what could be so excited about keys, and why do you have a carabiner on them? The carabiner is, I'm in and out of my truck all day long, and the company has a fascination with security, so it's nice to be able to click it onto my pocket. This isn't a weight-bearing one, so I don't want anyone to think I'm looking to climb rock walls or rappel anything all day. I'm not a ninja at all. But it is nice just to clip on your key, clip right onto a belt loop, and you know where it is all day long. If you need to hang your keys somewhere, it takes up a little bit of space, but like I said, it's not in my pocket. Usually it's clipped on my belt. If I had them in my pants pocket all day, I'd probably have a different story. Moving on, also on the keychain tool, I had the Gerber Shard. I've had this up on my channel for a while. You can also see pictures of this on my Pinterest. It's a great little tool. As I alluded to, prying with knives isn't a good idea when you're spending, $40, $50, $60 plus on a pocket knife. The last thing you want to do is snap off the tip doing something stupid with it. So I bought the Shard mainly for its pry bar utility, but it does have a couple of neat features. You get on the clip here on the head, you get 2 flathead size screwdrivers. They're a little too thick for everyday work, but like it gives you the bulk you need for the prying. The bottle opener works good. It's a good design. And the Phillips head screwdriver tip there. The Phillips head screwdriver, you can see a little bit of the grind marks aren't up to snuff, but it does work. It fits in your hand nice. And another thing, this isn't a recommendation, and I don't endorse this, but after 10 years of bouncing, I can tell you, if you ever need to use this for self-defense, giving someone a sternum rub with that will get them out of your way in a hurry. Other neat little piece of gear that I've been working with, but I haven't had a chance to do a review on, is this bottle opener. It's really hard to see. It's only about the size of a dime. It's made of aerospace aluminum, and it's very light. I'm going to do a full write-up on this, but it's nice. And like I said, I've been into microbrews now for a little bit, and you get those bottle caps that are stuck on just a little too tight. And look at that. That thing's not showing up there. There we go. A little bit better against the hand. So I'm going to check this one out, and I don't want to give it my ringing endorsement yet, but I'm really enjoying it so far. So when I do, I'll be sure to get it up on the blog, or maybe I'll do a brief little tabletop review like this for it. Another thing I like to carry, you open up my wallet, you're going to find a couple Band-Aids. You work with knives and cable and stuff all day, you'd be surprised every now and again you get a little boo-boo. A little more trick, and this is what I like, duct tape. You can't go wrong. You look at this, you say, what is that? This is 6 feet of duct tape wrapped around an old bank card. Fits right in your wallet. You completely forget that it's there. You're not carrying it. And if you need me to tell you what to do with duct tape, you're watching the wrong channel here, because there's 1,001 uses for this. I'll throw up a few links in the show notes, so we'll see how that goes. Now it's a little bit cooler out, and I can get by with wearing a jacket, and I have more pockets. I always like to fill a few pockets. I got this. This is about 25 feet of paracord. Those of you not familiar with it, this is called 550 cord. It was developed during World War II, and it was the string they used on the parachutes. The 550 is the tech strength in it. It has several strands covered with a nylon coating. I need to melt this end off to make it nice like this one. And just a little, let you carry something with a high tensile strength with a lot of utility in your pocket. Also, I'll throw up some links to this. You can find some good sites, some real creative projects. I probably should get one of those survival bracelets. I've just been a little too lazy or learn how to do it myself. But I can heartily say, yeah, a little bit of paracord goes a long way on occasion. And the last thing you'll find in my pockets, especially here during the winter, is a bandana. Another multi-use item, cover your face with it, keep the sun off your head, keep the sun off your neck. A makeshift sling, stop bleeding, blow your nose, whatever you got to do. A bandana is good for you. So that's just a few thoughts on what's in my pockets these days. Hope you enjoyed this first little introductory video that I'm doing for my new YouTube channel, thebackyardpioneer.com. Please stop by and check out my blog, thebackyardpioneer.com. I'm also on Pinterest, and you can check me out on Facebook. Thanks for stopping by, and hope you enjoyed this.